Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. I'm going to give it a few moments to let Facebook send out the notifications. I'm just getting set up here. While I'm waiting, cut up some cardstock. I'm going to cut this to 6 by 6. That way we have plenty of space. These little hearts from last class, they're everywhere. Hello. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Donna again. I'm Donna. And I think, yeah, I can put it back here in. Although I may want to, yeah, I'm going to go with a different device for, I'm going to use the mat. I'll use this mat for that. Hello. How is everybody this evening? If I can get this off my mat. Wah. How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. I'm gonna set this right. This is just, it fits so perfectly right into this area. I love it. We'll be okay. All right. Yay. Okay. Well, tonight we're going to be using products featuring some Pinkfresh products. As a matter of fact, great majority of everything is Pinkfresh except for our ink. So we're going to be working with the Thinking of You stamp set. There are dies and stencils. I have pre-cut a background from the Interlaced diamonds and from the fancy oval frame. And I just wanted to point out that when you die cut this, you get an oval from the center that you can actually piece back into it. And we're actually going to do that. Hello to whoever just joined me. Thanks for joining me. Yay. So this is the fancy oval frame and of course the Interlaced diamonds die from Pinkfresh Studio. So hello, Becky. So that's what I have used here. And we're just going to connect it directly to our card. And we'll do that here in just a few minutes. But as you can see, it creates this beautiful textured background that is just, it's gorgeous. It's going to create some layers and some interest. And then we're going to put our floral right over this, and it's just going to be absolutely a stunner. White on white is just gorgeous sometimes, and it just speaks volumes of elegance. So this is what our background is going to look like, but we're going to put some flowers on here. And I am oh, I shouldn't have done this. Silly woman. I need to have something to grip. So let me get something that is actually, I don't know what I was thinking. I do have a piece that will probably fit right inside of these little tick marks. So I was prepared more than I thought I was. So I'm going to show you what I did here. I pulled these out and I wanted to see which stencils did what. So my stencil number 3 and stencil number 2 actually go together. So, and I can see that just by how they layer with one another. And then I noticed that my stencil number 1 and number 4 actually go together if I put this behind here. So you can kind of see how they work together. So that did kind of help me a little bit deciding where I'm going to start. So with my image here, I am wanting, because I wanted the majority of my color to be, as I was looking at it, I gotta take the dies out here, because I wanted them, and it really doesn't matter. I could do either way. I could go either way. But I just wanted to take a look at how they worked with each other stencil-wise. So, and I think I wanted my bigger flowers to be more Glacier. Actually, I need this one to be the light and this one to be the dark. That's what I need. So they're both going to be, I'm actually going to, this is actually going to be my color of my flowers, the blues. Oh no, I'm frozen. Oh dear. Let's see what we can do here. Huh, that's wild. I was frozen for a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. So, and I don't know how long I was frozen. So, this is kind of more of an accent. So this will need to be my light color and this will need to be my dark color. And these two are going to go together, stencil 2 and 3. So I'm going to start out with my stencil number 1, which is mostly going to be my green. And so yeah, so that's going to be my lighter green, and this is going to be my lighter hot tub. And we're just going to go for it here. I'm going to put my paper down, and I'm going to set this down. And once I do, everything tends to fall right into place. So I've got these little tick marks in every corner so that I can kind of see where I'm lining things up. I'm going to die cut this anyway. I needed a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece so that I have an edge so that it'll grip my stencil. And that's what I was looking at. So one of the things that I did notice is that I am going to, as I start out here, I am going to need a, whoa, we almost had a crash here. This is magnetic and it can come off very easily. I am going to need to mask off just a little bit, not much, just basically right here. I don't want any of my ink to go up in that area. I don't want any green there. So I'm going to mask this off, and that's it. So we're going to start with our lighter colored green, and I've picked out Matcha and Succulent. Hello! So hello, Linda. Welcome. So we have Becky and we have Linda. Yay! All right, so I don't know if it's Facebook that's doing this to me. I have no idea. But hopefully not. All right. So I'm going to go in with this lighter color. Oh, well, it's a good thing I didn't pick up much, because I am already getting up to the aggressive crafter. She's right at work. I think we talked about this last Saturday, didn't we, Linda? Was it with your class that we talked about how I'm the aggressive crafter? I call myself the aggressive crafter. This is a really beautiful light green color, and I may actually need a little heavier hand of it because it is so light. So here we go. I have got something on my brush. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go heavier in some places and lighter in others, just to give it some depth and interest and some shadowing. So I'm going to dig my brush into that ink really good in certain places. Okay, light here at the bottom. So lighter on the tips. Okay, now we're going to pull this off and we're going to mask up our leaves just a little bit so that we don't get the blue in our leaves. So I'm just going to bring it over here to kind of keep that from happening. And I'll bring this over here. I might need some more tape. I should have wiped it off because the ink is keeping it from sticking. Whoopsie. All right. And here we go. I'm going to go with, this is my hot tub. I have to trust the process a little bit better. Let me see what I've got going on here. Is this the right color brush? I hope so. Let's see what we have. I don't know what was on there, but we're using it now. And I'm going to try to get that. If there's a darker color in there, hopefully we can get it off. All right, so here we go. I'm going in here with this lighter color. This is Hot Tub. So you want your base color to be the lightest color so that those little highlights will be in the darker color. And that's why I've picked Hot Tub here for my base color of my flowers. That's why it was kind of important for me to see which one was which. So this is my base. And here we go. Pretty so far. Very, very pretty. I'm going to have to go in and line up that stamp over that. And I don't know how well that's going to do. I should have stamped it first. We may not even stamp it. All right, so stencil number 2 is what we're going for here. And this is going to be that I'm in trouble. Let's see, we don't want to overlap anything. So I think right there is what we need. Boom. I'm going to do the best I can, folks. Looks like we have some overlap there. Perhaps. But looks like, see, because that's masked really nicely, and I think we're good. So this is our, this is another base color. So we're going to go back with Hot Tub in here. So we've got the, and I'm going to go just a little bit lighter so that we can have a little bit of contrast with what we've laid down. So the one that I laid down earlier was just a little bit darker. And so we're just going to go lighter. And I'll need to remember when I'm doing the Glacier, I will also go kind of light on this one as well. So this is really nice. You can barely see it, but it's there. And I think we're good. Really pretty. Yay! I got a little brave. I should have stamped that first. Hi, Kelly. Okay, yes, the aggressive crafter at work. Okay, so we're going back to the tick marks here. And what is, there's something on that. this one, this is not as easy. Maybe I should go in and stamp it now. And then come back and finish this. I got a little... trying to see where this goes. So just to let you know, this one is the darker, and it should go right up here at the top. And this goes right up here at this tip, like so, I think. Is it back? No, I don't have it on backwards. It's supposed to land. Where'd you go? Goes in with these, I do believe. Yeah. So if all else fails, let's try the tick marks. Let's see if the tick marks take us where we're supposed to go. Let's just, and they should. I'm gonna trust this process, guys. This is how it's going. This is what's happening here. So, we're done with hot tub. And we are going in with a light Glacier. I'm gonna trust, we'll see how this goes. I don't know, I mean, I may hate it. And if I hate it, I can always go at, wow, this is dark. I'm gonna go really light-handed with this. If I do hate this, I can always go back and stamp, and then it'll help us get a guide for where we're going. But I'm kind of like blindly following what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm going light. This blue. This is a new color that's been added to our store. And I'm kind of feeling like this. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. We're getting ready to do some Succulent here. So that has also is new in our shop. This top part with all these little pieces here, that I'm going to do with a little darker Glacier. Just going to go in and fill in with a little darker Glacier. Now, nope. I feel like that's right. We shall see. And I'm going to be gentle. I'm going to go right here. I probably should mask off I'm going to mask off my stems. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. We have Becky and Linda and Kelly. Hi. Okay. Just masking. Not a big deal. Just preventing the blue from going where the green should be. Making sure I'm not covering up anything that needs to be inked. And I think we should be good to go here. There's nothing there except for up here. Okay, So let's go in with this blue. It is a new ink, so it is pretty saturated. But I'm going in a little on the dark side with it. Haha, going in on the dark side. So let's see what we got there. Well, let's get our green done first. And I'll probably, more than likely, need to clean that up. So, because knowing me, I'll end up with blue on my brush. So let's wipe that down. Just take a rag and get that off. That's a really, that blue kind of reminds me of the Tim Holtz Mariner blue. Uncharted Mariner. Really pretty. These are spa inks, so they're not bright. They typically are very subdued. So that's what you can expect with these. That's kind of why I chose these colors. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Okay, I'm going to cover up these so I don't go in there with green, although I don't know that it would hurt too much. I'm still going to stop myself. So these inks do grip on the mat, which is nice when you're trying to get your ink so that it doesn't go flying around. Now this is going to be pretty dark because it is a new ink pad. Just remember that. Oh, see, look, I told you, I already knew. I told you I was going to do it. I got blue in there. I already am mixing my green and blue. Oh, that's a pretty color together, though. Look at that. Really pretty. Okay. Let's do it over here. Let's get the blue off. Let's get the blue out. We want a true green. All right, let's do this. It's a darker. It's much darker. So that's nice. Oh, I like that color green. It's got a, trying to describe this green. It's a brighter mossy, I suppose, is how I would describe it. This is really pretty. Really, really pretty. A nice soft, really nice and soft. So here it is, folks. I like it. Now, I don't know that I'll stamp it, but I'll pop it in here and see what we come up with. Let's see if I can get this to line up with it to make it look halfway decent. Not sure. I might not. Let's take this out. I kind of like that nice soft look without the edges. Have to look at it and see what we end up with here. So what I would typically do is stamp it in a gray. Hi, Angelia, excuse me. Welcome. So normally what you can do is stamp it in a gray, then do your ink blending. And I am going to have to look at it here to see what I got going on. I don't know, folks. I could end up with a really weird looking flower. Now my stem, I think, is in the center. Whew, that's blinding me because it's making me feel like my eyes are crossed. Oops. That's in the center. I don't know. I might just give it a try. Oh boy, this scares me. Sometimes I'm thinking in the back of my head, I don't know if that's a wise decision. But if I ink it up, I can tell. It's easier to tell if I've inked it up. What did I do with my bin? It's right over here. I didn't put my ink back. It's right here. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'll look at it before I commit it. Hold your breath. I'm gonna hold it up here so I can see it. Maybe I won't. Should I commit it? I'm committing it. I think it's off. It's a little off. Let's see. Should we? All right. You know what? It didn't take that long. We're going to start over. I'm going to show you the correct way. So, take your 4 1/4, cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and first we're going to stamp it. So let's stamp this puppy again. Let's do this again. So when you stamp it first, it may or may not line up with the tick marks. You'll have to adjust accordingly. But I can tell you, it's not going to be an exact science to ink up first. I got a little too crazy and got excited about inking up with my new inks. So let's try it this way. And I'm just going to go ahead. I should have done that with gray ink. Well, folks, you saw it here live tonight. Give me 1 second. All right, we're going into Twilight. Let's do this again. If you caught me at the beginning, you would see the background is going to be really pretty. I think I do want the stamped image. I think it looks so much better with the stamped image. I am going to stamp it one more time so it'll pop a little bit better while I'm ink blending. Now the reason I'm doing this, as some of you may wonder, is so that I can actually see the image. When we ink blend over our ink, it sometimes kind of gets dull. So that's why we're going to re-stamp this. I have to go right back where I went initially and re-stamp. So that's why I was in that corner. Really good. Okay. Here we are again. Well, stencil number 1. Where did you go? I think you're right here. So since I have my tape already on it, we're going to do the flowers. We're going to leave. And we did this. See now here, do you see how that lines up really nice? I can see exactly where I am in the lines. Nice. Whoop. Well, it would have been if I hadn't slid. So there we are. Oh, I can always move it when I do my leaves. Well, it slid. It kind of went out of its boundaries. Hold on, folks. There we go. I appreciate you guys being so patient with me. I don't know, it's still not lining up. Let's do it right. Sometimes it's easier to find a spot. I think we're good. Okay. Hot tub. That was what we did. Hot tub. Here we are. Let's clean off all of our ink. And we went darker on this first application. And on the second one, we went lighter, which was really pretty. I really liked that. So there's only 4 stencils. It doesn't take a lot of time. That's the nice part. And now I'm going to lift this up. Wipe it off. Go in with green. Thank you. Even though we ended up not using it. Bummer. Oh well. Okay, so now let's cover up these flowers in all of these places really quickly. And now we can put down our light matcha. This was the one that was really light. Is that what we did? I don't know what we did. I may have gone too heavy on that hot tub. Oh well. That's okay. I'm gonna go really heavy here in a few places. I love ink blending. It's one of my favorite things, favorite ways to get color. I actually, in some ways, like it more than I like coloring. Although I love coloring. Okay, where's my stencil number 2? This is my stencil number 2. Go in here and we're gonna pick up within the boundaries of, there we go. I think it goes out, let me look at the picture here. I think it goes out a little bit. No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, let's figure it out then. I think we got it now. Maybe not. Keep shifting. There it is. Yay. See, these lines help you figure out your stenciling. Makes it a little bit easier. And where's my hot tub? There it is. So here we go. We don't have any leaves. We're gonna go a light hand with hot tub. to create a little bit of color contrast between the two florals. And I like that. That's really pretty. Okay, stencil number 2. And then stencil number 3. Yep. This we're going to go in with our, oops. Yep, there it is. This is, I want to keep calling it Uncharted Mariner, but it's Glacier. Come on here. They're not lined up very good. Now, good. I think we're good. Here we go. We still, you didn't see that. That's my hot tub brush. Where'd my blue go? Oh my. Okay, what did I do? I think I went lighter. Yes, I went light-handed, not too heavy. Let's go a little bit darker. And then with our highlights, we'll go in really dark. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Very pretty. Okay, last one, if you're still with me. Again, my apologies. Okay, let's start with where we have it already masked off. Yeah. Yeah, that's that area for the stem is so fine. It's almost impossible to line it back up after the fact. So I'm just trying to get in those lines just right. There we go. No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, there we go. I'll have to look at it again before I start my blue. This is my green, and I think we're good. Okay. Yep, we are. Okay, let's get that succulent. Yay, thanks for staying here. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. You got to, if you were here early, you would have seen my humanness. I had to start over. I don't know if I just looked up too late or what, but just over here being human, making mistakes. I mean, I could have kept it without doing it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely look at this before I line up those flowers. Let's see what we got going on here. I could have come up just a little bit, but Not a big deal. I think it's, these are supposed to be kind of artsy, so isn't that what we say whenever things don't go exactly the way we want them to? Oh, it's just artsy. Okay, no white spots. Correct. I'm looking to fill in and not have a white, but I think that is gonna do it, folks. Although, nope. I'm gonna go with my earlier instinct. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. And now we're gonna mask off the tips of these, and I'm gonna go, yep, that should do it. And then this will go here, and we're ready. Let's get it. Let's get some more Glacier on there. And I gotta pay attention to my brushes. I have ink all over my hands. Okay, Glacier. Blue. Let's go. We're gonna get in here with some dark blue. And that's really pretty. That's a pretty blue. Okie dokie. That's it. That is pretty. I like that. Okay, now's the scary part. We're gonna put this back in. But it should be fine because I paid attention. I looked at it before I pulled it out to see that I was actually in the corner. So if I line this back up exactly where I had it, which is really nice on those guides. These are the guides for, the stamp wheel. This is a little stencil guide. You put it in the corner, and that's where we know exactly where we need to go, right back to this corner to stamp it. Hip hip hooray. Okay. So I'm gonna ink it back up in the dark Versafine Clair. One of the things that can happen is that because this is a pigment ink, when you start ink blending, it can start to smear your image if you don't let it dry thoroughly before you start ink blending. And we've also inked over some of those lines, and so it kind of mutes it. And now we can get a crisp image with this if we go back over it with the Versafine Clair. Very pretty. I think I'm happy with that. That looks really nice. Okay. Made it. Whoop, whoop. I had some kind of hair or fuzz on there. But there it is, folks. Really pretty. Okay. I'm going to wipe my hands off. We're going to start to build this card. Actually, before we start building and die cutting, I need to get the sentiment. Let's stamp the sentiment. So let's pop that on here. I'm gonna use Love and Hugs. I like that. And I don't want the sentiment to kind of take up too much of the, I mean, this with sympathy is nice. Can't see that. It's nice, but I think it might be a little bit too big and overwhelming. So, and some of these other sentiments are really nice. They're small, but I do want something just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go with this Love and Hugs. And I'm just going to stick that on there. Oh, goodness. Here, let's get another. Let's just use that. It's not going to go all the way down if I don't cut this. So I'm going to trim this off so it'll sit down flat, and now my wheel can go down in there. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I might stamp it one more time. Right back. Very pretty. Okay. Now, trying to decide if I want to, okay, you guys help me decide. I am going to put a little bit of gold splatter on this. However, should we just gold splatter only the flowers, or should we gold splatter everything? Let me show you what the background is going to look like. If you weren't here when we first started, you wouldn't know what it was going to look like. Here we go. Okay, so this is our background. This oval came out from the center of this frame. So this is going to be our background here. And so should we ink splatter the whole thing? Or should we just ink splatter or gold splatter the flowers? Everything, or just, I feel like just, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Should we do the whole thing? I think we should just do the flowers. That's my opinion. What do you guys say? I think just the flowers. So, get my, I'm going to die cut it, and then ink splatter it. Where's my, there you are. Hi, hello Jeannie. Okay, yep, so you agree with me, Sandra, just the flower. Where are my dies? I'm losing my mind over here. So we'll ink splatter just the flower. And I'm going to line this die. This die looks pretty easy to line up. Turn that stem just a little. Okay. Very good, very good. I don't want to get ink everywhere, which is what I'm really good at doing. That sand eraser has become my best friend. And I am going to have to go around. Let's do that. Then we will fit it through. Is it going to fit? Oh. hard to, I don't want to force it. Kind of hard to see. I'm just trimming it so I can tell a little bit better. Oh, folks, I don't think it's going to fit on this plate. So I'm going to have to run it through over there. After all that, gotta put it on my bigger plate. All right, we're back. Okay. Now, when I'm peeling it up, I gotta be careful. I didn't die cut it very well. It shifted on me. I didn't pay attention, you guys. But it's going on there. We're using it. The funny part is I probably could have kept the other one. Isn't that how it goes? Oh well. So because we have a white background, I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue. I have a little bit too much white space on this side. This one is shifted down. It shifted when I die cut it over there. So I taped it, but somehow it shifted when I was cutting it probably, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Okay. Let's die cut our sentiment, love and hugs. Do a better job. Pay attention. So I'm just lining this up. You guys probably want to see what I'm doing. Bring that up. Making sure everything fits inside with a little bit of an edge around it. And where did that go? Got some tape here. Okay, run it through. Oh, well, such is life. It's still going to be pretty. Sometimes less. Hi, Missy. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's here tonight. It's a party. It's the party in the USA. All right. Oh, sometimes music in my head, it's so funny. A party at Purple Pink. Oh no, I'm frozen. Oh, I was frozen. Oh, it's probably a good thing because I was singing. Y'all didn't hear my song. Did you hear my song? I don't know what's going on with Facebook. No, that freezing. Sigh. Okay, that was a better job. Much better job. Come on. There, you can let go now. All right, here we are. So let's splatter this and put a little bit of, and I'm gonna go with the lightest gold. We're going with, I think we're gonna go with what's called light gold. Number 905. This is light gold, just a real subtle gold. Put this water in here. And I'm going to make sure everything is away from here. And I'm going to cover my iPad. Excuse me, folks, and we'll just swirl this around in here. And I'm going to do some splattering on this. And I think we got enough. just gonna getting it everywhere except for where I want it. Isn't that how it goes with splattering? I'm like, don't get it on the shirt. Maybe that'll help. Let's see what we got. I can't really see it very well. Ooh, it's very light and very subtle. I like that. You don't have very much. Let's try some more. Let's get a little heavier, some more water, and try that. Here it is. I needed more water. There's that subtle. Let's try some more. It's drying up. I think we're getting it, folks. All right. It probably went everywhere, but except for where it's supposed to go. And I don't know if you can tell. Can you see it? It's very light and very, very subtle, but it's on there and it's really pretty. I like that. Okay, let's build this card. I put it away, that's right. So pretty. I should probably let that dry for a little bit. And here's the funny part. Where is my sentiment? Here it is right in front of me. Did I get it? Oh, nope, I did not. Yay, all right. Let's do some cleanup and then assemble. Woo woo. Okay, clean up this mat. Oh, that'll have to be cleaned off. I got it on the acetate from my stamp sheet. I told you, everywhere but where we wanted it. My box is in the back room and I just decided, I'm going rogue. The only thing I can ruin is my own, not somebody else's. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you come in here and that stuff goes everywhere. Nobody wants to get it all over their table partner's stuff. I know some of you might think it's funny. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm disconnected. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. I'll post this. Y'all, I'm telling you. I think they may limit you to an hour. The social medias. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna put this, I'm just going around with glue, and I have too much glue. I gotta pick that up and bring it down here. Yep, I'm disconnected. I'm gonna find out how long it was too, because I was watching somebody else and they said that if you go to over an hour, that it's going to disconnect you. And I don't know if that was YouTube or Facebook, but okay, trying to hurry along so this doesn't dry. This is probably the most difficult part of this, is hitting it to where it's not going to dry up on you. Okay. You do want it to lay down. Maybe I should have gone heavier so that it would stay a little wet longer. Last two, and I might hit it here and there on these first two. Okay, let's go. Trying to hurry. Oops. Did I clog? No way. Come on. You got this. Oh, yeah, it did. There it is. I'll have to get that with my hand. There we go. Okay. Now the hardest part is getting it on right. Woohoo! I did it. It's on there. Okay, so first I'm going to put my frame on. And same old deal here, except for it is a little bit easier to go around those edges. The inside isn't quite as important. Well, hello. Somebody's revving. They must know I'm filming or live. Everybody's got to be a part of something. Okay, so this is, I think I remember centered was in between those, and yeah, that's good. Good enough. So now we'll get the center glued in, and we are good to go. Well, my live stream wouldn't have been over an hour had I stamped first like I was supposed to. Boo. So that's a really pretty background. Just kind of showing you there. All right. Where's my flower? It is dry. We're going to get this flower in here. We're going to kind of go this way, but I think I feel like it should go this direction. And then love and hugs up here. Now this is the part. We could bring it this way. Bring this down here. Love and hugs this way. we could put love and hugs in the center, but no. I think I'm gonna do it up here. And I think we'll go ahead with, so the fact that I was off a little bit with my die cutting is okay because the background is white and it kind of just blends in there, so no biggie. It works. And so the ink splattering was supposed to be in lieu of using gems. So we could have built up the flower a little bit more. And made it pop a little more, but that's okay. And now this love and hugs. Let's see, where do we want that? This is pretty, really pretty. I think I kind of like that popped up a little. The leaves too. The stem, yeah. So, do I want love and hugs up here? Love and hugs like that. I kind of like that. Now, like that. Maybe we'll give it a little more dimension. Let's get this love and hugs cut out a couple more times, and we can just at least give the sentiment some dimension maybe. So I'll cut that out a couple more times, glue it up, and it'll give it some shadow and pop. Where did I put you away? So, yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it would have been nice to have that flower on dimension, but that's okay. I do like those colors. Those are really pretty together. I'm going to show you, I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. Let's go this direction this time. Kind of a little bit of a hack for, oh, it might be too close, nope. Layering up. When you're trying to layer these things up to keep things still, have a placeholder. It's kind of nice to go back to where you were in the little, it's kind of like it's kind of like an inlay, sort of. And it's easier when it's down if you to just get some glue on there. It goes a little faster when you have a surface that's still, instead of doing it in your hand. It goes quick. And then you can just lay that right on top. You see kind of where it is. It's kind of nice. And then you can do it again with the top piece. Stick that top one on there. Yeah, I think this is going to help it have some dimension for this sentiment is going to kind of help it not be so, because it'll have a little shadow, which will really help. Hip hip. Yay. Yeah. No, I don't want it there. I definitely want it up here. It's a matter of where. Do I want it to cover up the flower? Do I want it? I don't want it up so high. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna bring it over kind of like that. Yeah. That's pretty. I like that. Okay. There it is. Now it's a little more sturdy to put down. There it is. And it might be a little hard to see on with the camera and everything, but in real life, it's a whole lot easier to see. You can see all those layers, and it's really pretty. The background is really subtle, and it's a nice sympathy card. It doesn't attract too much attention. It's really nice. I like it. And there we go. Get a little bit of a lift with our leaves. Just a little bit more. I like that. Okay, there it is. Okay, before we got shut off, I appreciate all your patience with technology, with me, everything. See, not even technology is perfect. All right, guys, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day and week. Thanks, bye-bye.